Hi, my name's Sam. Welcome to my training vlog, Water Cut Edition. Alright, welcome to my video. Just a little bit about me before we get started. I am an active duty Navy Chief and a powerlifter. I compete in the 67.5 kilo class for USPA, and I am working on making weight for USPA drug tested nationals in Palm Springs. So I will be water cutting at least 10 pounds to accomplish that goal. So first things first, what is a water cut? A water cut is when you dramatically cut off water after, if you're doing this properly, after a loading phase in which you're consuming excessive amounts of water. So you do a water loading phase, consuming excessive amounts of water, and then a water cutting phase in which you dramatically stop or reduce your intake in water so that your body excessively dehydrates. This process is used to chop your weight lower, to intentionally dehydrate your body to see a weight reduction. You can use it for things like making weight for a meet if you have sufficient time to rehydrate. Wrestlers, fighters use these techniques to make weight for their competitions because they have 24 hours usually to recover from it, or they have sufficient amount of time to recover from this. It could be used for bodybuilding shows or if you have a photo shoot, but I wouldn't advise somebody using this process if you have to immediately turn around and perform. So everything that we're going to do requires a recovery period, and you need to rehydrate and refuel your body, and it takes a toll on you physically, and pushing too hard could have effects on your strength or your endurance. So whatever you're going to do, you need to make sure that you have time to recover from this. In the military, I would not suggest this for a BCA or PRT or physical fitness. Otherwise, I wouldn't suggest this for your weigh-in. The reason being, you could use these techniques and make weight possibly for your BCA, but it doesn't solve your problem if you are over your weight requirement by however much amount, and I guess if you're not trying to be taped. So in the military, at least in the Navy, we can be spot checked at any time. Somebody could check you at any time, and it's also against the rules to use sweat techniques, such as people who used to wrap themselves and stuff. It's against the rules in the Navy to use sweat techniques to try to cheat the BCA. So if you're caught demonstrating any kind of means of sweat techniques, that's supposed to be a violation. You're supposed to be reweighed later. If say you weigh in, you pass, you do your PRT, you make it, but a week later you get spot checked on the urinalysis list or something and you're over, you did that to yourself. This is not a permanent, this is not a long-term, this is an extremely short-term, short-duration result. And as soon as you start drinking water, as soon as you start consuming food, the weight comes back. It's a very temporary, just for weigh-in kind of thing. And in the military, this will not cut it for you. You need to actually focus on nutrition, actually lose the weight. So, down to business. The reason I am doing this, the reason I am doing a water cut is because I'm not currently within standard for my weight class, or the weight class that I wish to continue competing in. Many people tell beginner lifters and in general the population to just go up a class, compete at the weight that you are. But the reason that I am not doing that is because last year at the end of, I was deployed and I competed right before deployment in this weight class, and it was a good place for me to be. It's a good place for my body to be. Everything worked out great. This seemed to be healthy for me, this body weight. And then I went on deployment, and certain virus swept the planet and all kinds of chaos and stuff happened. And when I came back from deployment, I happened to have put on weight. And when I got home and things were shut down and everybody was miserable and there's like all this takeout food, things spiraled out of control and I put on more weight. And by the end of 2020, I was sitting in a pretty bad position compared to where I had ever been in my adult life. And I've been through some different phases and it wasn't a good place to be. I set out with a goal to get back to where I'm comfortable being, which is 145 to 155 body range. Really like 145 to low 150s, I think is perfectly healthy and a comfortable place for me to be. That was my goal. I tried hiring a nutrition coach, and they tried to put me on a maintenance style diet and it wasn't working. And then I signed up for RP. I signed up for their New Year's challenge and it worked, but not as fast or not as dramatic as I needed to make it for this summer meet. So I've done 6 months on RP diet, using their app and using their macro recommendations, not really the meal timing or any of that stuff, but using the macros. About an 85% adherence, which is, my own doing. Just, there's only so much that I can make myself do with work and everything considered. So it got me so far, and it's not insignificant. It got me a significant distance from where I was at the end of 2020. It just didn't get me all the way to my goal for competition. So in the gym, everything in preparation for this meet was going really well. I didn't want to miss out on it just because I didn't make 90% adherence, or I didn't do enough cardio throughout the entire cutting cycle. So I decided to water cut. Here we are, water cut. Here's what this is going to consist of. It's about 5 days and then the weigh-in. So day 1, 2, and 3, we're loading water, drinking as much water as possible. It's going to increase gradually throughout these days, and I'm going to explain it in my diary videos. Day 4, cut that water pretty dramatically and cut out all carbs. And then day 5 is a very bad day. Day 5, there's very little water, very little food. It's pretty much a fasted day, and it's sweat games on sweat games to just completely drain everything. So here we go. Hey there, it's Sam. Welcome to my training vlog / now water loading vlog. I am 5 days out from weighing in for USPA Nationals Palm Springs. I started this morning at 162.5 pounds body weight. I've been averaging 160 to 162 for the last 5 weeks. Water consumption, up until this point, I was consuming a little bit over 2 liters, roughly around 3 liters a day with my shakes and just my regular water consumption. If I'm 160 pounds, I only really need 80 ounces of water for regular day-to-day life. The last few days, I've been drinking a gallon a day to help build myself up and get ready for this week. And I did that successfully, so the last 4 or 5 days I was drinking 1 gallon a day. Today, day 1 of the water load, I did 1.5 gallons. Don't look at my line. I know it's probably a little lower. I'm still working, okay? But day 1, 1.5 gallons is basically done, almost done. My carbs were average today. I was around 65 grams of carbs. Tomorrow is going to be 2 gallons of water and less than 65 grams of carbs. hopefully around the 40-gram mark. Day 3 will be 2.5 gallons of water and 35 or lower carbs. And then day 4, I will have a half a gallon or less of water and no carbs if I can help it. And then morning of, I'll see where I'm at. Hopefully I'm within throwing distance. I have to get to 148 and some change pounds. Like I said, I started this morning at 162.5, averaging on regular day 160. So that's what we got to do. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but we're going to document it on the way. So I finished today. Wasn't easy. Got it done. I'm also on my period. So in a couple days, hopefully when my period starts to wane, my water retention will also, hopefully everything compounds at once. And boom, we lose a bunch of water weight. So wish me luck. That's where we're at. Day 1. Good morning. It's day 2. I woke up at 160.3. So day 1 of water loading, and I am already down 2 pounds. 160.3. So a little bit of physique here. Preparation for this week. I'm not skinny, but this is back to my pre-fat kid weight. Alright. Nothing amazing, but just decided to do this. So 160.3 on day 2. So my macros today while I'm doing this cut are mostly protein. So most of my calories for the day are coming from straight protein shakes. So I am hitting 150 grams of protein, 45 if I can, grams of fat. Honestly, I'm not prioritizing fat, and most sources of good fat also have carbs in them, and I'm supposed to be low carb right now, so no, it's not happening. I can't force feed myself just like straight cheese, you know, cheese and olive oil, like avocado oil, whatever the fuck else there is. Can't do that. So mostly protein shakes, some bacon, some cheese, but not a lot. So 150 grams of protein, 45 grams of fat, and 45 or less grams of carbs. That's where we're at. Hey there, it's Sam. I am on my 3rd day of my water load, which is the most amount of water. Today I am supposed to drink 2.5 gallons. I made it through 2 gallons yesterday and it felt okay. Today though, I have about a gallon left to go. This and another half bottle. Oh man, I am getting tired of the water. I'm getting tired of it. But it's working. So the day that I started, I weighed in at 162.5. Day 2, I weighed in at 160.3. And then this morning, 158.7. Freaking finally. I can't tell you how long I've been trying to get below 160, and it finally happened. So that's exciting. We got a long way to go, so we'll see. Anyway, plugging along. I can't deal with it. It's too much water. Hey there, it's Sam. Welcome to my water loading vlog. It is day 4. Today was the first day where we cut water, and I only had about a half a gallon of distilled water today. I didn't keep peeing at the same rate as I was, so I'm a little concerned. That's always what's supposed to happen, is you're supposed to keep peeing ridiculously. And I didn't, so I don't know. Maybe I didn't drink enough water? Either way, today I woke up a half a pound lighter than yesterday. So that wasn't exactly the outcome I was hoping for. It's still in the right direction, but not what I was hoping for. So, yeah, going to bed tonight. at 159. Tomorrow starts the sweat games, and I basically have no consumption. All I'm gonna have for the day is I have 20 ounces of half orange juice, half distilled water. I'm gonna have that and stop at probably I don't know, maybe like 4 p.m. Drinking, that is. And gonna be doing a lot of incline walking and just running around, trying to stay busy. Besides the orange juice, I have chocolate covered almonds, so I'm gonna have a couple of those at a time if I feel famished, but I'm not trying to really eat anything tomorrow. I'm hoping to wake up, I don't know, closer than I did this morning. Half a pound was not enough. That was not enough. And I didn't pee that much today. So I guess my body missed the hint or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, welcome to day 5. It's me on my water cut vlog. Today's the day. Today's the day that sucks. Doing pretty good. This morning when I woke up, I was 156.7. That is pretty much where I want to be, so I'm feeling pretty good. That means I have 8 more pounds to sweat off, but I'm not feeling like it's any kind of thing. We'll get there. Yeah, today is the suck, so it's time to suck it up. Round 1 on the treadmill and sweating is done. Ready for the gross stuff. Okay. 156.3. Hey there. So I'm on my second walk today. We're about halfway through the day, and my weight is the same, which I kind of expect because I've had my 2 meals that I was gonna allow myself, and I've drank my liquid that I've allowed myself. So I haven't lost anything yet that wasn't like replaced a little bit later. So from here on out, that's it. Not supposed to be any more water or any more food. The food thing, I think I'll be okay. I think my anxiety is gonna keep me satiated. Water's gonna suck. But we'll see. Also, I haven't gone to the bathroom yet. Here we are, sweating it out. Alright, here we are, end of day 5. I am done with today. I can't sweat anymore. Today, I can't expend anymore today. I'm exhausted. My legs are exhausted. I got over 20,000 steps, and I sweat as much as I could, and I have more to go. So I'm ending today at 152.6. It's not exactly what I wanted. I was hoping for at least another pound, and I'm not expecting a lot to be lost overnight, so I have my work cut out for me in the morning, and I guess I'll just suck it up and deal with it. But overall, this whole process was a great success. I'm just trying to pull more out of it than maybe logical, so fingers crossed. We still have to get to 148.8, so I don't know. Good night. Good morning. Here we go. It's 4:40. I tried to sleep and I couldn't sleep. Yeah, it sucks. So here we are. I weighed myself and I was like 151.9. So I lost a half a pound overnight, which is about probably what I was expecting. Not what I was hoping for, obviously, but that's what I was expecting. So that means I have
around 3 pounds. 3 pounds to go. So get to work. So what I'm doing right now is just walking outside my house. I have sweat stuff on, but not very many layers. So this first lap, I'm gonna just see how I do, and then I'm gonna go in, towel off, and then put on more layers. Do it again because the gym doesn't open until 6. So when the gym opens, I can go to the sauna. So until then, I'm out here. Hey, we freaking made it. Not without struggle. So this morning, I had to run laps around the neighborhood, sit in the sauna, run laps around the parking lot, miss my first weigh-in by 0.7-ish pounds, run more laps around the parking lot, and then we got it. So we freaking got it. 156.5 pounds down to 148.6. Boom. Alright, good morning. It is the day. Today's the big day. Meet day. It's 24 hours since I weighed in. Not quite 24 yet, but it's going to be. And I have put 10 pounds back on since I weighed in. So mission accomplished. I did the thing basically like fighter style. Wasn't comfortable, it wasn't easy, it wasn't good, but here I am. Feel pretty good this morning. I was not feeling good last night, and physique wise, like, I still feel good. As far as like regular weight loss goes, if this is the weight that I stay at, the weight that I was this morning, then I'm happy, and my dieting phase was a success overall. So here we go. Time to go kill some shit.
On that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out. They call me
Powerlifter.
Put in my hours, send the invoice, and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check, no drip this, tell him run it on, no
Samantha
sleep,
gets
no
the
rest, might crash, might
squat call from the head referee.
Tell him run it on.
Let's in a fight, let's see what the referee is saying. And that's a good lift.
Tell him run it on, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell him run it on. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Niger here, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex on.
So to wrap up everything that we just saw, I made weight, but it was very, very hard. The morning of my weigh-in, I had to work very, very hard. I pushed my body to a crazy limit. I would not advise it. Luckily, I had somebody with me the whole time. I would never do any of this stuff alone. This person was able to look out for me and my health. So I stayed healthy, stayed with it. Ultimately, I do think I paid a small price at competition. The day of competition, the room was very hot. There was a lot of bodies, a lot of stuff going on. I wasn't super nervous, but when I got under the bar for warm-ups, and then the first time I did my lift out on the platform, I was flushed, and it was really hot. I felt really hot, felt really flushed, and ultimately I ended up picking lower numbers, and I ended up missing my third squat. I think because I was just pooped. I think I was done. I don't think I rehydrated enough the day before competition to overcome what I did to my legs the day before weigh-ins. For both the day prior to weigh-ins and the weigh-ins day, I was over 20,000 steps both days, and I think I smoked my legs. I didn't hydrate enough. Between squats and bench, I chugged like a liter at least of my Rehydration Magic liquid, which was a very small part pre-workout, helping of protein, and then water cut with Pedialyte. I chugged this thing, and by bench I was feeling way better. So my bench and my deadlifts were good. My deadlifts I still went conservative because guess what I need my legs, and I think my legs were fried. So in retrospect, I do think I pushed too hard, although I accomplished my goal. Overall, I cut 14 pounds in 6 days. 14 pounds in 6 days, 8 pounds in about 24 hours, and I never want to do that again. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this step-by-step, moment-by-moment breakdown of a water loading and cutting cycle for a female powerlifter. You can achieve great things, but please be very, very, very careful when you do so. Always have somebody around that's going to watch your back. And you know what? Nutrition wins at the end of the day, so we wouldn't have to do any of this if we just adhered to good nutrition. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.